The Crimson Sapping Crackled Tear. See what that is. It's this one. Grants a HP attacks HP restoring effect in mixed physics. The other item was a consumable to make some of the fire bombs that I just made and wasted throwing at this guy. So I got like a bit of a refund on wasted craftable items of crafting items that I hate anyway. Boo, crafting items. Even on the dragon that we were supposed to use the special crafting items or the sword, we just killed him regular style. I didn't care for none of that. A crystal tear forms slowly over the ages where the scattered sap of the Erdtree pulls deep within the furnace golems. So it's different because all the other ones have Erdtree in the tooltip. But this is a Skidoo exclusive. Can be mixed in the flask, resulting in concoction to temporarily restoring HP upon landing any attacks. So it's nice. For a little while you get lifesteal after drinking the special one-time flask that I'm obviously out of for fighting the guy. And now I guess we generally know how to defeat these guys. But oh my god, can I be bothered to do a world tour of killing all the rest of them when it takes so freaking long? I told you like 7 times what the other item was. Come on. It is this, the Furnace Visage. It is part of the craftable to make those bombs that I crafted and threw away throwing at this guy because the note said to throw them at this guy. And it's just like, they don't do anything. They're rubbishy crafting items, and I don't like them anyway. Yeah. They're this. Hold on. Not that one. Not that one. There you go. Hefty furnace pot. Throw at an enemies to create a whirlwind of flame. Throw at an enemies to create a whirlwind of flame. Scales with faith, dex, and strength. And it was rubbish. I threw one at the guy and it didn't do anything. It's just they're just kind of dumb. Boo, consumables. Probably used on some other things, but that's the main one that I can think of. And they're exceedingly rare, but they're bad. How many souls do I need for a level up? 90,000. 50, 72. Yeah. My maths may have been way off, but that's probably another soul. I think that's kind of cool that we killed one of them. Like, they've been a menacing thing in the distance and a thing that I've ran away from pretty much the entire game. It's like the 4th exclusive mob that I've seen to the DLC, and I hadn't killed one until now. Pretty awesome. We were picking up some more faith again. To have enough faith to use one of the mesmer skills. Should we try some Radon? Says Ymir's at home. I hate it. We'll probably go try some Radon because Ymir's probably at home. Well, assuming if we complete the game, we can still just walk around as much as we want, just like when we became Elden Lord, but, you know, we can still play the game while we're Elden Lord. I really have no idea if there's going to be any bits that are cut off to us. Look at the sunlight pouring through this room. The sunlight is heading towards Ymir. What if when that bit of sun hits him, he despawns? Because he's the guy who always talking about the stars and the moons and everything else. Come on. Be a reverse Indiana Jones. When the sunlight hits the guy, disappear. It's kind of going down the back of his chair, though. Ah, nothing. Damn. That would have been a cool solution to the whole thing. I'm gonna check if my DLSS thing is on. Ooh, no. I need to see if there's an update to my thing. Maybe I'll get some frame rate back once this is working again. Well, no wonder my performance is bad. I'm missing like a mod that I had for extra performance.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello, is something the matter? Yes, please get out the chair. Something's the matter. Please.
The gleaming stars.
Yep. Let me go down the passage. Ah, I hate him. Makes me angry. Yeah. I hate how we just can't confront him over the fact that we know that there's a secret behind him. Just like, step aside, please. Step aside and let us get the stuff. I can't believe I lost to that guy. Like, I wish I could revert my... Even after all the things I've done since then, if I could revert my save back to the point where I went down that ladder the first time and lose all of my progress after that, I'd do it. Because I could do all of this again. I could. But I can't seem to get down that stupid gap in the terrain again. We should probably have like some magic resistant things here. Okay. Because I think gravity magic is just magic. I could probably have my fire weapons on if I wanted to, but let's try with the hammer. And yeah. Memorize spell. Magic resistance. Let's go Radon. From the top. Did Ymir give you anything to do, or was it just a vendor things? I have one objective from Ymir that I need to do. Go to the second zombie finger zone. Right here. He gave me a note to tell me to go to the first one and a objective to blow the whistle thing, and I got a trinket. And he asked me to go over here. But the thing is, you know, he tells me to go over here. Which means that there's some other way to go over here. Because this, finding him not in his room, is an accident. He says, oops, my bad, I wasn't here. You saw something secret that you shouldn't have seen. This is not the correct answer. Forget you ever saw that, or you and me will be in trouble for you accessing this area. So that's wrong. He's told us overtly to go over here. He's told us covertly that we shouldn't have seen what was below the church. So every day I'm looking for new ways to find some sort of dungeon in this bit of map that just leads me out to this area, and it just never happens. I walked around here for another couple of hours. I walked up to the side of this wall for another couple of hours. I just can't figure it out. This is the thing that I really want to do. I really want to go to this zone. But I ain't ever going to figure this out on my own. Just the same way that just randomly at the end of that path, this one dungeon is the only way to get to this zone. There's something to get out here, and I've missed it. I've missed it 1,000 times over. I've missed it. Yeah, the first finger place was super easy. So what we did, we ended up in this big old river. If you just start jumping down the waterfall underneath these rocks, the river comes out at the bottom here. So really, you start up here at 3, and you just walk through and you end up at 2. There's one of the big fire guys there, and there's only one path out of the zone that gets you to the Blue Flowers land, which is where my first zombie dragon was, down here. And you just keep following the route. There's only really one way to go. No, sorry, there's 2 ways to go. The first one leads to St. Trina, and the second one just leads around the corner onto a beach. You walk up the side, and you're there. So it was super obvious, very open field, but with one obvious long direction that you walk down. It's a nice little beach for the zombie spider hands. But whatever's going on with this top zone, I am too stupid to figure it out. I'm so almost close to going, damn it, I'll just look it up on the internet. But I don't want the internet to help me with this. We've figured out so much without the internet. It'd just be kind of sad to give up. So yeah, it's weird. To me, it's the most difficult puzzle in the game, finding the last zone. But to someone else, I'm sure it was just like, oh, it was obvious. It was right there. I saw it. It was just directly ahead of me. What are you, stupid or something? And I could see someone asking me if I'm just absolutely blind as a bat. Yeah, I'm sure once it's dead, we'll go through, because the FMV, the one that only played once, takes place in that little valley at the other end, and that's where you see Mikola going, haha, fight him instead. So I'm assuming after Radahn we walk through and there's another boss just directly afterwards. I think we're going for like a 2-boss thing. I mean, we've got Radagon straight into Elden Beast. And in Sekiro, we have Lady Emma straight into one version of Bob at the end. Or in the other version, we've got Bob's grandson directly into Bob. It's just, they don't often have a one-boss battle at the end anymore. Where is what I'm looking for? It's this one? Yeah. Don't drop the runes upon death. I can't remember how many runes are in there, but I don't think it's any now, because I think I died without using it before. I'm going to quickly run a check, see if there's any runes. Oh, this is 1,000. Okay. Don't need to worry about rune grabbing. That's cool. You can still see my beam of light out the window. Let's go have a look at this thing. Oh, no. There's the pillars. So this must be the divine gate, which makes you become a god when you walk through it. And I guess Mikola, while we're down here fighting Radahn, I guess he's already walked through it. So we can get rid of the dropping runes thing. What about if we try our new grants HP restoring for a little while after consuming it? One other thing I wanted to do, I wanted to get rid of the bloody turn undead spell, because it's there on my list, being in the way. Get out of here. There we go. Finally, a clearer menu. This is also why I don't like consumables. I don't want a menu just jammed up with consumables. I got it bad enough using all of these 20,000 different spells. I hate how a huge amount of his attacks cause you to wobble uncontrollably or fall backwards. There's so many of his strikes, he just hits you and your character does this kind of shielded backwards roll and you can't retaliate, you can't attack him afterwards because he's made you get blown back so far. He's kind of garbage to fight melee. I don't really like it. I might try throwing stuff at him. You know, for a goof. Oh, why didn't it cast the last one that I queued up? Stupid freaking trash. Alright, let's go. See, that made me wobble that first attack until he was ready to attack again. Thanks. Like, when do I get a turn? No. He does. He absolutely destroys my stamina bar. And unlike Dark Souls 1, spells cost stamina to cast. Oh! Let's see what all this is about. Oh, he's gonna go Super Saiyan. Uh-oh. Oh, whoa! I caught it. Jeez, he did. I shouldn't have said it. I gave him ideas. What are you looking at me like that for? You did it. It's your fault.
Lord brother. At long last you are returned. Tarnished one. Aspiring lord of the old order. If you have known sin, if you grieve for this world, then yield the path forward to us. To I, Mikola, and my promised consort, Radahn.
I don't know, man. I can't answer that. But, well, that hurt like heck. So now I'm fighting the two princes from Dark Souls 3 that I absolutely hate. Great. Great. Could this get any worse? Oh my god. So it kind of has two parallels. Both the twin princes from Dark Souls 3. Boom, that's one of them. But secondly, when you're fighting Horalu, or he's got other names like Godwin, but it's not Godwin, it's Godfrey, but maybe it's not Godfrey, but maybe it's Godric, but maybe it's not Godric. It's one of the guys. He's got the wolf on the bag, and he's all like, "Thanks for helping me for so long, wolf." Neck snap. And then he's covered in blood, and then he starts, you know, being a wrestler, and he's just like, he's got the weirdest way of saying thank you to his cat in the world. But yeah. So I don't like that fight. I think that's stupid. I think like phase 1 Radahn already far too hard, you know. And then all the places where there was like a tiny little gap for me to do something. Oh, we got rid of those? Mikola also has a turn in all the little gaps where, you know, maybe you could do something before, but now Mikola's there. So now you can't do anything. Just stand there until you die. Yeah. Hulk Hogan. Exactly. You gotta have the Hulkamania. Hulksters. Yeah, maybe he's even got bonus holy resist. I couldn't even see if I did any damage during the fight. Like I tried to throw like a disc maybe once. This is dumb. I don't know if they, because we had a patch this morning, right? So I don't know if they made this fight harder or more or easier, but I might need to give up until they make it even easier than this, because that was just stupid. I guess the only thing that we've got is that we can summon the guy in. He's being a good guy. Maybe we should let him see the ending with us. Yeah, it was a lot of flashing lights and things as well, for sure. What if this entire area can only be accessed if you do something right with one of the NPCs? And I've gone too far, and now we can't, you know, we can't do it. I guess that's always a possibility, that someone lets you into this zone, and I did something wrong during the game. Yeah, we should maybe let Sir Anspach join us on our adventure, and, you know, maybe have one more go. This was just dreadful. This kind of puts me off even trying, because that was a stupid fight, and I hated it. If you're not doing Radahn, you go to the place that's closest to that missing part of the map, maybe we'll notice something. Yeah, I mean, I've spent a few hours here and there looking at it, but yeah, we can go over. But we'll have one more shot of Radahn, but with Bob with us. Hello, Bob. Is he just taking like a long time? Oh, here we go. Oh, so you can summon them outside as well. That's interesting. This is like the first time I've got one of these that wasn't inside. He missed all the buffing section then. Kind of did the buffs without him. So this is the guy that helped me with the battle royale. Oh no, he doesn't have infinite health anymore.
A pleasure to see you after all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have his dignity.
Damn, he notes that this is Moog's body that they used to revive him. Yeah. Sir Anspach has done nothing so far except lose half his health. Can't say I'm doing any better, but at least I've tried to hit him. Oh, he did like a hit. And then he missed. And took more damage. What a champion. Oh, he's going for it. He's going for it. Oh, I phase changed him while he was up in the air. He does look like an escort NPC running into an AoE. You got that right. Should we watch this again? Because this was very cinematic, even if I hate these two. I don't think I'd ever do it, but I'm so tempted to just enable some kind of god mode somehow and just finish the game, just to see what happens with the story. Because this fight's so stupid. But you know, I'd never really do that. But wow. This fight is bogus.
Lord Brother. At long last you are returned. Tarnished one. Aspiring Lord of the Old Order. If you have known sin, if you grieve for this world,
Yeah.
then yield the path forward to us. To I, Mikola.
He certainly has a lot of hair.
Consort, Radahn.
He should be worried about tripping over that hair. Oh, it's shorter once he's out of the cutscene. So I held block, and I just died. Yeah, I hit him with like a buzzsaw on the way down, and it did 1,116, which actually looked like I did more damage to him with a holy attack than I did in phase 1. Maybe so Ironbark buffed me, or I had a roll recently and I got like the buff from this chest piece after you roll. Yeah, it didn't seem like my damage was nerfed against like a god, a holy god. Pretty sure Radahn is a zombie just like the rest of the followers. Yeah, he could be charmed. For sure. Yeah, I don't know. So freaking dumb. It's too much. Like all the graphics, all the spectacle, all the amazing visuals, sure. Absolutely blind me with graphics, but don't also have those graphics do so much damage. Like if you're gonna make the fight really difficult to see and really explosive, at least make it easy. I guess they didn't want the last boss over there to be disappointing. But that's disappointing in the opposite direction. It's not too disappointingly easy like they could have made it. It's just too disappointingly hard, which is just as bad. So if I put like I don't know where 1 is. Let's just put all of... There we go. Now we've recovered wherever 1 is. 1? Nope. Nope. 1. 3, sure. 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do it that way. Right, we're at the top of the world. On the other side of the place we can't get to. And we've started here. Now, any bits that we can... Oh, we can't even see any from here, but... all of the bits back a bit from here towards the top of the screen. We kind of tried to look underneath. There's no dungeons there. But we'll start off here. And nothing. And we'll head towards 2. For some reason 2's all the way over there. Yeah, this cliff just like massively overhangs on the map, because you can see it up there. There is terrain up there, but it's not relative to where we are down here. So it's not very helpful. I guess we should also strike the wall as we're walking along. Let's get something a little bit lighter than this. I've actually struck the wall all the way through this tunnel, which leads into this zone. We can go up the top of here. I can't remember how we do it. We'll do it in a second. Don't worry, what's this? I don't think that big of a zone is a lot behind a hidden door. Yeah, so this tunnel. Now that we don't need the markers, it goes from here all the way underneath and into the church district, which is the beginning of the place that started off flooded. It's got all the fire knights and mesmers at the top of it, and this is all the storehouse and that internal bit. There's a bunch of roofs that we can jump on, and it's you know, we've thoroughly explored the inside of this so many times. I managed to get back out the back door and fight that piggy man like yesterday. We got out this one, and we got to Super Heaven. And we've been out the front door as well to get in this camp and the back of this fire guy that's out there. I would love for this castle to be the exit, and for me to just be too stupid to have found it. But yeah, I'm not even gonna entertain looking around in the castle anymore because I've looked at every single corner like 5,000 times. But that's all of this wall. But we'll go up to the top where the castle is, and maybe it'll be up there. I think we just jump up with this. No, that's not how we do it. I guess we go over this way. But yeah, you think it's in the castle? Yeah. After you left at about 3 or maybe 4, I spent the remaining 3 hours or 2 hours pretty much in that castle. Rerunning the whole thing again and again, looking for some way inside to get up to the battlements. Using the telescope, trying to spot monsters up there, looking from above it, looking from below it. And that castle is absolutely played out. It's just been crazy. So here we go. We are finally up onto the rock face. It looks like the lighting is absolutely screwed. Oof. Now, this also could be a way of getting up there. I don't think there's any actual entrances, but we'll stab our way along. And there's lots of undeads here. Unless there's a chair you can move there or something like that. Yeah, it probably is just like, oh, there's this one painting on the wall that you skew how it's hung up, and the painting opens the secret passage. But there's 100 other paintings that don't do anything, and surprise, you lose because you didn't like twist this one painting somewhere. It could be exactly that. Because all of the other places, there's just been a surprise dungeon that I didn't find. I really wish it wouldn't always be nighttime when I'm trying to look for some of this junk. Oh, go away, pig. I almost just said all the swears at that pig, but then I remembered, yeah, I'm streaming right now. I probably shouldn't. What is his problem? I will dagger you. I will dagger you down. Get over here. Ah, hate this guy. Oh, whoops. Why won't it target them? Never mind. They're doing the Superman thing. It's fine. We'll just let them do the Superman thing. Flying skeleton, sure. But yeah, none of this also seems to be anything. Yep. Oh good, the game's letting me target them now. Look at those shadows, they're so screwed up. Yikes. Right. Let's attack the wall as well, just to make sure we've attacked everything, everywhere, at all times. ABA, always be attacking. If this is it, if this turns out to be the answer, I'm gonna probably lose my hair. There's a bit of water here. Does it go into somewhere? So many of the exits out of these castles were actually secret walls. I don't know. At least one or two of them were just kind of secret walls. It's a little bit worrying. Yeah, this is Mesmer's castle. Oh, that leads me to another thing. This down here. I want to get inside this town, and the game won't let me. That could be that could be it. Secret underground tunnel in this town, if you can somehow get into the freaking thing. It comes out over here, because this one looks lower than this one. And then, to get back to this other zone that looks like it's higher, you could just cross the bridge. You can get back down the stones again. It looks so good over there. It looks so fun. It looks so fun. But the game doesn't want me to have access to it. At least it's not like such a cloudy day as it was the last few times. It's got this horrible green filter on it, but we can see it. It's just that building looks kind of interesting. So what's the deal with this little puddle here? What's going on? Anything? Is there no clues to do with the water? Yeah, it kind of runs out towards the end here. So, we checked all of the sides of this castle, all of the sides of this mountain, down below, and all of the sides of this mountain. And this is too high to jump up on. It looks like it's near the castle, but I tried jumping with the super jumper up to here. It just doesn't go tall enough. I even tried having a look to see if there was anything under here that turns out to be like a dungeon with a tunnel that leads all the way through. Nothing. And I just can't figure it out. It's maddening. Maybe we should go look at this town again. The ruins of Unti. I get so close to being able to get in with the jump, but it's frustrating to get up to the top of the jump each time. Now this guy, this dead one, he's blocking the entrance, but he still has collision as if he's alive, and you're not allowed to jump on him. Which just makes me mad. And then you can kind of go underneath his legs, but they don't let you just jump that last bit where there's a gap in the rocks on either side. Yeah, he's just got very slippery collision, like he's still alive, and I hate him for it. Now the area where we can kinda get near, or could jump up the building, number 1, 2, and 3, and then you can sort of almost get from here to there, but not quite. It's not an item though, it's just my beam of light. Can you see an item from here? Or was it just the beam of light? Yeah. Yeah. And I've tried doing that while I'm in motion to see if there's any extra oomph to the jump, but I don't know, the game hates me. It either says I'm too early and then we're miles out, or it says I'm too late and it doesn't do a jump at all, and then I have to climb up the freaking building again. I must have climbed up this thing about 70 times now. That was definitely too early. But it was close, even though I was too early. I don't know if there's any way you can, like, jump off of the mount while it's in midair, and if it gives you any extra, like, distance to the jump. But I doubt that's the solution. There's all sorts of bits of the castle that are kind of, the walls destroyed a bit lower, but then there's nothing to jump on at all over at those parts. It's just kind of worse rather than better. This is about the closest we can get. And it's so hard to look over the top while also concentrating on the jump and things. But this is quite low, but there's nothing else to jump on, and you can't really see over the wall all that well. It looks so jumpable. There's even like a little bunny rabbit sitting on top of it right now, just to really rub it in. I hate him. How did he get up there? I want to be up there. And then none of the rest of this nonsense really gets anywhere close. And I think I've struck the wall around this entire place. But don't quote me on that, it was a little while ago. Got very frustrated, so I probably did. And the only other thing you've got is like these little ruined buildings. I don't think any of this is anything there. Because there's two enemies here, I'm going to need a proper weapon on. I just kind of wish there was something, like some kind of underground passage that led back into the town. That would be awesome. I doubt there's anything on top of this. Nope. We'll go over the top of it in a second, but yeah, I looked around all of this before as well, I think. Remind me, did the base game also have these kind of zones we don't know how to get to? Trying to see if there's something special like this anywhere else. Took me a while to figure out how to jump into this divine tower that gave us the Radan rune. There was a giant guy off the top of here, like a golem, like a melee golem with special wizard skills. Took me a while to figure out how to jump down to it. Struggled to get to, but then had to do something weird. I don't know. I can't think of anything like that. I guess everywhere that I've solved, I don't think of it that way anymore. What was really difficult to... I guess I've never solved what these buildings are. The one place here that we've got is underneath all this rock, by the look of it. Because it was nothing like any of this. Not in this game. Hold on. Did I miss something? Remind me, did the base game also have these kind of zones we don't know how to get into? They end up being something weird. These ruins blocked by a big guy. Can't be there for visuals either. Not in this game. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, you know, it definitely seems like a place, especially seeing as it's listed as a place on the map. Oops, that was an accident. No, the deck does lift. It even tells you in the item tooltips that you need the 2 thingamabobs to open that up, so that's not a good example. I think the poison castle, there ended up being like a couple of entrances to it, but it was very obvious. You just had to like climb a couple of things. And if you're on your horse, it shows like a blue line where you could absolutely get in, but it will desummon your horse. So they made it nice and clear there. I feel like the rest of the game was very straightforward with how we do things. Like when I found a wall that we couldn't go through at the bottom of the underground, it just says, "Oh yeah, Margit's blocking this. Go kill Margit." The game was kind of forthcoming about everywhere being a place and having things to do. And especially with anything that appears on the map as like, hey, this is a ruins. It was always an active zone that had something to it. Whereas this has felt like a whole load of nothing without being able to get indoors. This is the most frustrating part. This feels like the absolute closest we're going to get to a normal way in. And it's just like, hey, just jump on him, right? But he has weird collision as if he was a live one. And you just get bumped. You just get bumped out of this guy. Yeah. He's a dead one of the ones over there. But look what happens when I try and jump in the bowl in order to get into the town. Complete invisible wall. Thrown backwards out of the basin, out of the bowl, by an invisible force. And it is exactly the same as what happens when you try and climb on him here. What if you try to set it on fire? What with the craft? Yeah, okay. I'll craft one of the things. They do drop, a lot of the dead ones behind me drop an awful lot of these pots. This is the particular one that he says is the successful one. Whirlwind of Flame. That's exactly the one the note says not to use at them. I feel like I hit him. I'll craft like another 2. I really think if that was going to do it, that would have done it then. I think that's the best idea we've had yet. Maybe throw one from above, like try and throw it in the bowl. Yeah, right. I don't see why not. I hate consumables anyway, so it's not like I'm saving these for anything. Try and get a slam dunk. Ah. Whoa! Dude! Turned down for what? Right. I don't think we actually want to fight him. But we're indoors, man. We're indoors. Look. That was ultimate detective. That was so good. Like I didn't even think of that. I mean, yeah, you know, I brought up the note in the inventory and made sure we had an extra look at it today, and we fought the other guy, and it was, I don't know, I can't feel like I took any part in how we solved this. But I'm glad I was able to, like, put out all the pieces of the puzzle for you to solve. That was so good. You didn't notice it was a Fel Reaver the first time we got there? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it was a lying down one. And that was, oh man. I'm sitting there and I'm complaining. I'm literally complaining about how he has a hitbox like he was alive. And you took it the extra step and just like, what if he is alive? What if somebody just put out his fire? What if he just got dumped recently and he's just sad and he's just, you know, depressed in the corner, and then we light the flame and he's all like, oh, okay, hell yeah, let's go. That was awesome. That was so cool. I wonder if he's calmed down or if he's still mad. Like, maybe he won't notice if we're quiet and we do like the ducking thing. I don't think there was anything extra in the entranceway anyway. That was cool. Wonder if these little womp rats got in here the same way by like lighting him on fire and then just running around waiting for him to go out. I was gonna say throw a fireball at him, but you thought of the item, and my head was like, oh, yeah, this is so cool. I really hope this is something interesting now that we're in here. We've got a stone sheathed sword. Let's check that out. What's that all about? So this is at the beginning of the sword section. Here it is. It's a scaler with strength and dex. Seems quite good for a straight sword. It seems a bit basic though. This feels like the item you might get at the beginning of the game. And it's just got square off on it, which is the sword that I had at the beginning of the game. It had square off on it. I think it's this one. Yeah. Just like a broadsword. Damn. Ultimate thumbs up. I can't believe you figured it out. That's so good. A sword that no one can pull from a scabbard of cracked stone. Oh. Okay, so it's just a stone sword because it's stuck. Relic of a lost civilization from a time long past, said to have served a ritual purpose at altars of light and darkness. Okay, now we got to remember this sword can be used at altars, because that might be like a puzzle answer. I'm gonna wear it right now just in case there's an altar in here and we needed the stone sheath sword on. And we know the skill square off because we started with it really early on. I don't know if it was actually on my sword or if I put it on the sword. Let's not fall out the back. Seems like a bit of a waste. There's tons of these things here. Infestation. Yay, craftables. Moving on. But I probably shouldn't have this as my only weapon. Oh, okay. I put it on the shield side. We're good. We're good. I didn't mess up. I had big brain.